Hello, everyone. I'm Raíssa, and I'm bringing you now a new podcast of the blog Softball Now. This Saturday afternoon in Natal, the temperature is 29 degrees Celsius, and it feels like 29 degrees Celsius, so it's really hot. Although it's winter here, but in Natal, we never think about winter as other people in the world think of it. It's only rain and sometimes cold in the morning, but that's it. It's hot all the time. So today we're going to talk about this money for elections. I chose this topic because this week I saw that the judges here in Natal, they set the level of money that candidates who run for the city hall, they can spend during the campaign. So the top that they can spend is 5.4 million reais each candidate, and in dollar this is approximately 1.6 million dollars. And this struck me a little bit because I was thinking, how can a person spend 1.6 million dollars to be the mayor of a city if the salary is only 14,000 reais, and in dollar it's about $4,300. So in each year, this person will get $51,000. So it's not even half of the money that the candidates will spend to be the mayor. So it's something that it's really against logics, right? How can you spend like 10 times more that you're going to get to be the mayor of a city? So I think it's really love, or someone is getting crazy, or there is something that we don't know about it, something illegal about it, because it is impossible to imagine this much of money for nothing, right? So this topic got me thinking how much money, for example, presidents spend and how much money they get as a salary. So I was searching about this through the internet, and I saw that, for example, in the United States, Barack Obama gets $400,000 a year. And in Brazil, this amount of money is an account that CNN Money had last year for 2015, okay? Not this year, so I don't know if Barack Obama is making more money than that in 2016. So last year, Brazil had Dilma Rousseff as the president, and the amount of money she got, according to CNN Money, was for $120,000 the whole year. And it's a lot of money, right? If you think of the average of the population, to get $400,000 or $120,000 a year, it's a lot of money. But I was trying to find something about, for example, the controversial candidate Donald Trump. And I found some news on the New York Times saying that in 2015, his campaign spent $12.4 million. So this is the money that Donald Trump spent just last year. We're not talking about the numbers of this year. So how can a person spend this much of money if during the term, this person is going to get only $1.6 million for the term? It's a lot of money, right? It's like 10 times more. So I always get me thinking about this. How can we spend this much of money to get nothing? It's something there that it's not logical. And I think the population all around the world, not only in Brazil, not only in the United States, not only in Natal, they don't think of this in these numbers, because if you think of the numbers, then you have to think about how donations happen during campaign. And right now in Brazil, we have a scandal about how candidates used money that was illegal money because, for example, state companies, they can't donate monies to candidates that are the government and etc. So they have to stay out of the elections, out of the campaign. But we have other ways to get this money. Now the prosecutors, the judges, they are investigating all this scandal, all these numbers of illegal donations. And this is the problem now in the news about Dilma Rousseff. But the guy that was talking about these numbers of Dilma Rousseff's campaign said that 98% of the campaigns in Brazil use illegal money. And I think that he said 98% because he didn't want to have any sue against him, because if you ask anyone in the population, everyone will say that it's 100% of the campaigns that use illegal money. So I think this is the source of corruption, and we have to think about the money of elections, because it's not logical that someone spends 10 times more to get only 1/10 of money back, and the rest of it, how is this going to be paid? So that's why we have lots of companies interested in campaigns, donating money. So I think maybe the solution for this would be if we had a kind of an amount of money that is the top for each individual to donate to a candidate. We wouldn't have companies donating money. So, for example, in Brazil, we have a minimum wage of 888 reais. So I think the top of the donation would be for individuals 880 reais. So candidates would have to really get their fans, let's say this, the supporters, but let's say it's fans because in Brazil it's like teams disputing something. So candidates should have their fans really interested in their campaign, so they should donate the money they need. So we would have campaigns that would be a lot cheaper, and maybe corruption wouldn't be so big as we have now in Brazil. I'm sure we have this problem in other parts of the world too. This is not something that is exclusive of Brazil, but it's something that is really getting the nerves of Brazilian population, because we are fed up with corruption. We see that we pay lots of taxes and nothing works. Hospitals are bad, public hospitals are bad. And because public hospitals are bad, private hospitals are bad too, because they have no competition. We have public schools that are not good. Of course, we have one or another that is good, but most of them are not good. So we have private schools that have no competition, and so they are not as good as they should be. And that goes on. We don't have a very good system of public transportation, but in Brazil, public transportation is not free. We should pay for it. And so the problems just get going and growing, and we should think about how to solve at least part of these problems. And in my opinion, all these solutions, they go through, we start to paying attention to how much money is spent on elections, because if it's not logical, something is wrong, and we have to stop this so we can get all the illegal movements, and then we can have candidates that really know that they have to be good, that they have to be honest, that if they want to be dishonest, they're going to have a lot of trouble for that, or at least it's going to be very hard to be dishonest, because we have regulations that are strict enough to get everything that is wrong. Well, that's all for today. I don't know if you were listening to me yesterday. I have a flu and I also have asthma. So I'm really not good to speak for a long time because I get breathless, as you can see. But today in Natal we have a very important game, that is America versus ABC. Both are the great teams of Natal, and they are in the Brazilian Championship, but it's the third division. So today we have what we call Derby here, and all the city that likes soccer is talking about this game. And if you are not in Brazil, this is the first opportunity you have to watch this game. So I invite you to watch and to see ABC team that is white and America team that is red. Today at 7 p.m. here in Brazil. I don't know the time zone that you're watching, that you're listening to this. But you just go to tvbrasil.ebc.com.br. I'm going to say it again, but now I'm going to say letter by letter. TVBRASIL. It's Brazil, but it's in Portuguese. .ebc.com.br. If you go to this website, you will have access to the broadcast of this game. So you will see the crowd, you will see the game, and I'm hoping that you all will be cheering for America because I am a fan of America. So this is a great opportunity to check out the soccer teams here in Natal. And tomorrow, if you want to practice your Portuguese, or if you are Brazilian and you want to know a little bit more about the soccer teams in Natal, at 10 a.m. I'll be bringing you the news about this game, what we have, the comments, and what are the perspectives for America and ABC for the rest of the competition. Okay, so that's it for today. Hope to see you there, and everybody have a good weekend.